Let's have some file management fun in disk mode. Disk mode is a simple and quick method for accessing and changing the contents of your 201 software. It's as easy as using any old flash drive or external hard drive. Specifically, we're talking about adding, removing, editing, and/or rearranging 201's modes and patterns. It's also the way to back up any files or presets to your computer. First step, connect a USB-C cable to your 201, then to a computer. After it's booted up, press these 3 keys and the Shift button. You'll hear a little sound that means we're now entering disk mode. As you can see, the 201 drive has appeared right here on my computer, just like any external drive would. So what's in here? What do we got? There are 2 main folders. One is PD, which holds these 5 items. Library, which holds files necessary for 201's operation, and there's no need to modify these. MIDI.txt, which holds all of our MIDI information. We can change any setting right here in the text editor. For example, if we change the MIDI input to channel 2 in this text file and save it, the 201 will be listening to incoming MIDI on channel 2. Mother.pd. This is the main patch for the 201, and it runs the patterns and synth modes. Like the library folder, this should not be modified. The patterns folder. This is where you curate your 201's patterns. And synths, which is where you curate your 201's synth modes. And the second main folder on the 201 is presets. Every preset we've saved on the 201 Pocket Piano is stored in this folder. Each folder represents one preset and contains a state.txt file, which is a snapshot of the knobs, shift menu settings, and pattern and mode. It may also contain a sequence.txt file, which is the recorded sequence associated with that preset. Let's add a mode. I'll go into PD and synths. Each mode here has a number which corresponds to the 201 keyboard shortcut used in conjunction with the Shift button. You can add as many modes and patterns as you like, but only 6 of each are available to play. The 201 is looking for folders that start with 1 through 6, and these correspond to the 6 pattern and mode keys on the 201's keyboard. I downloaded a mode called Pacifica from patchstorage.com earlier. I'll add it to my 201 now. I'll copy it from my computer and paste it into the 201's synths folder. Now, to officially tell the 201 about this new mode, I need to rename the folder with a 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 6. I'll make it the first mode. I will have to remove the existing 1 mode by renaming it with an X to get it out of the number sequence. Great, now Pacifica will be the first purple mode once I reload the main patch. Simple, right? Before reloading, we'll stop by the patterns folder first. I can add a pattern, or I can just change the order. While we're in here, let's briefly take a look at what a text pattern is. The pattern reads this text file, and any note I play will follow this transposition or arpeggiation. We can edit this pattern right here in the text editor, or write one from scratch. There can be different versions of a text pattern. We'll touch on that more in a separate video. So now the first pattern available to me will be the text pattern, and the 5th pattern will be the through note, or no arpeggiator. I can back up my 201 by copying an individual file to my computer. Let's try this with a sequence. I'll go into my presets and pick one with a sequence I like. I'll rename that and keep it handy for later. I can also copy a folder. I like this collection of synths, and I want to be able to use it in the future, so I'll copy the whole folder and paste it to my computer. If I'm fond of all of my presets, I can copy the whole folder to my computer. Or if I want to back up everything on my 201, I can copy both the PD and the presets folders to my computer. Now that we've made our intended changes, we need to reload the mother.pd file so it knows about our updated file management. To reload, hold these 3 keys and press Shift. Now we've rebooted our 201. What we're hearing now is the pattern that we put on the first pattern space, here, and the synth that we put on the first synth space, here. Now it's time to exit disk mode. First thing we'll want to do is eject it from the computer, just like we're using a hard drive. Next, we'll need to tell 201 to exit disk mode. We'll do that the same way we got into it, by pressing these 3 keys and pressing Shift. And that's all there is to it. Disk mode is easy and fun. Some things you should avoid doing in disk mode. Because of the nature of writing to a disk and reading from it, you can't save a sequence or preset while using disk mode. It's also not advisable to delete folders or anything related to the general operation of the 201, at least not without backing it up first.